What is a waste of money to you? Gambling. Worked as a dealer in a casino for the better part of a year and it blew my mind watching tens of thousands, easily hundreds of thousands when our high limit room was open, just disappear during an 8-hour shift. Not judging how people spend their money or have fun. But the house always wins your money if you play long enough. P. Yo, I dealt poker in California and was astounded at some of the things I saw. I still love playing video poker though. But not nearly to the level you're talking. I give myself $100 to play. Go sit at the nickels. And drink free beer. Worthwhile entertainment for me. Buying clothes that you know you will never wear. Watch this YouTube video one where someone said, imagine if you could convert all the clothes that you don't wear into money. Since that day I have never bought anything extra. I do this too much. Buy clothes online. Clothes show up. I don't wear them and I don't return them. I end up donating them to Goodwill. Some were even never worn still with tags on them. Not keeping track of or not using monthly paid subscriptions. Spotify account that you forgot you had. Gym membership that you use once. Etc. It's unbelievable to me that people just aren't aware of something they're being billed for on a regular basis. I always thought that would never happen to me since I was super keen on my finances when I was younger. Lo and behold. Now I'm 33. Married and have a child and I have no goddamn clue where my money is flying to each month. Edit dear edit white knights. I'm not bankrupt. I have a very healthy financial position and I don't need a budget. It's just that my spending account isn't regularly monitored anymore since I'm older. Rent a center. Errands. And the like. No. An iPad is not worth $3.600. Especially if it gets repoed after you miss a single payment and also because it'll be fking obsolete by the time you pay it off. Reddit Gold and Silver. Meanwhile Platinum is okay. Someone buying a Youtube 20 extended 3-year warranty on a Youtube 6 kettle. Tea must be so good there. Purchasing a gym membership at a posh fitness establishment only to drive to it 2-3 times a week and walk on the treadmill. There's a gym near me that has pretty much figured out that market. It's basically a cardio gym, treadmills, rowers, stair steppers, bikes with light weights, no more than 25-pound dumbbells, and a smoothie bar. It's colorful, clean and modern looking and it costs $90 a month. The place is pretty small but it always looks busy based on what I see in their parking lot. There's cheaper options within 10 minutes of that gym but to each their own. Credit card interest. I know a bunch of people who are so shocked by their high interest rates. They thought it was like an interest-free loan to yourself and then are surprised when making teeny payments doesn't do anything. Smoking. It's just a huge loss on multiple levels. I never realized how expensive of a habit it was until I dated someone who smoked. $15 to $20 for a pack in Canada, and some people out there smoke a pack a day. Asterisk. Clothing that's expensive because of the brand. Brand names in general for the most part. Claw machines. I was at the arcade with my grandma when I was younger and I saw a sloth toy in the machine and I spent all of my money trying to get the sloth. I ended up not getting it so we went home and on the way home we walked past a charity shop with the exact same sloth in the window for 80p. Parking downtown in any large city. Especially in a ramp. I spent about $75 over 2 days to park for a business meeting. And my car was broken into. Yippee. Kind of infuriating to know that some parking spaces earn more every hour than I do. Edit. Thanks for silver. Kind stranger. My stepson wanted $80 for 27 handmade Harry Potter wands that will arrive as they are made. IDK I told him we didn't have money for it so he got his other mother to buy them before Christmas. So far he's gotten 1 or 2. They look like someone poured them into a pewter mold. IDK if where they are coming from but they look terrible and the kid's disappointed but he learned why I don't just blow money on stuff like that. We got him a nice pair of boots instead. Fancy bottled water and coffee. Plain bottled water is a waste. Gamer girl bath water is a great financial decision. Anything fake, cheap, poor quality. Mama always said buy nice. Or buy twice. Only with age has this become apparent. Egg real leather. Game changer. Buying the latest tech when your old tech is still working just fine. For example, there is no need to buy the latest iPhone every year if your old one is still working just fine. Additionally, if you wait for a few months after the release date, prices often go down. Completely agree. But I wish I could find the sweet spot between this still works fine and oh shit, it's dead and now I need a new one right now. Double quote. I feel like I screw myself every time. Microtransactions in video games. In my defense, am I really wasting my money if I can feel a tiny shred of joy in my lonely, mundane existence? Like I'm not glamorizing it or anything, but damn. I'm spending 6 grand a semester on a boring ass business degree. I should, at the minimum, allow myself the occasional $5 oat milk latte so I don't kill myself. Weddings. We were going to have a wedding until we started trying to plan it. Ended up telling our close friends and family if they wanted to be there then meet us at the courthouse. We had a small party gathering after. Cable TV. Unfortunately, I'm married to a boomer, so we have it. Every time we watch the news, all I can think is $100 a month for this shit. Buying food you're not going to eat. All and any quack treatment. Crystals. Karma and chakra shit. Essential oils. There are 1 or 2 exceptions which do work to a minor extent. Fortune telling. Cable and satellite TV. I hate adverts. Mobile games. FIFA. Detox programs. Detox procedures. Edit. Thank you, kind stranger, for the silver. Cocaine. It's only a waste when you have none left. Name brand clothes. Especially for your kids. They don't want F. King Jordans in kindergarten. They want those light up Spider-Man shoes from Walmart. Yes. My kids get as many clothes secondhand as possible. Now that my daughter is 7. She can wear some items for a year or so. My son is 2. 5 and we're lucky if he gets 6 months out of anything. We're not poor by any means. But I'll be damned if I'm going to buy them designer clothes. Existing. It's pretty f-king expensive, to be honest. Paying money for a streaming service and still getting ads. That's how I always felt about cable TV. Has anyone ever heard of a game called Warhammer 40k? Basically, it's a tabletop miniature game that my dad introduced to me when I was about 8. I have probably spent around $300 on it so far and I'm 15. In this game, that is a small amount of money. My dad has been playing for 30 plus years and has probably spent $50,000 plus on the game. Conservative estimate, and rarely plays. Then there is time and building, painting, organizing, and a manner of other shit. Lottery tickets. You literally have a higher chance of dying on your way to the store than winning the lottery. I buy lottery tickets just for the off chance I get hit by a bus while crossing the street. Brand new kids toys. I have a 4-year-old. And she has no idea that the extreme majority of the toys she plays with were obtained free or for a few bucks through sites like Buy Nothing or FB Marketplace. Stuff that someone else has already tired of and wants gone from their house. Most of this stuff she plays with for a month or 2. Then forget about. Why would I want to pay retail? We've saved hundreds. Maybe up to a couple $1,000s already. Toilet paper. I mean, I buy it for obvious reasons, but that's money literally going down the toilet. That's one thing you wait to go on sale and then really stock up on. You shall see my TP closets. $6 lattes when I can easily make them for $1.89 at home, with 2 shots. Yup. I've done the math and that still doesn't deter me when I'm out. I bought one of those coffee machines that takes whole beans and makes frothy milk. It's the best purchase I've ever made. I can buy a 2 kilogram bag of beans for around $10 that'll last me for a couple of weeks. I'm sure that works out at way under you a cute 1 per cup of coffee. That's exactly the same as a Starbucks coffee. Cappuccino. Gender reveal parties. Just reveal at the baby shower and you'll save yourself like $200. Donating to big brand non-profit organizations. Red Cross chairman sure need a new Jaguar. New phones. A lot of people waste thousands of dollars to buy the newest iPhone when their old one is working just fine. I personally use a Samsung J3 2017, and my friends make fun of me because of it, which I find pretty pointless because it works perfectly and it's not even that old. Big ass weddings. Piggybacking on this. Wedding rings. As someone who is tying the knot this year, I got a beautiful ring that she adores for a fraction of what some people spend. Gambling. Never seen the fun in it. Fortnite skins. Gaming skins in general. Really? Those are so easy for the developers to make that they spend practically nothing on making them. So any money players spend on them is pure profit. Fortnite is worse for buyable skins because it's largely aimed at kids who have little to no concept of money. MLMs. I'm sick of seeing friends be roped into them. The business owner is the customer since they have to spend money to make money. And the shit they sell is way overpriced and not worth it. I don't need to buy protein powder from an MLM when I can get any kind I want at the grocery store. Buying 90 iPhones to simulate a traffic jam. It's a niche reference but it checks out. It depends on how much you got to spend. If we're talking daddy drives a forklift money, I say some people spend too much on cell phone bills and clothes. If we're talking daddy's business has 80 forklifts, cocaine, speedboats, shit like that. At 47, you see this crazy money shit. Like Beverly Hills. Yachts. Big titty bitches on a glass balcony. I don't like to see people flaunt money. But there are levels to this thing. You don't drive a rickety piece of shit. You try to live in a place where there aren't bugs crawling across the floor. Designer clothes. Not worth it at all. Especially for me. You can find some decent, pretty looking clothes on cheaper stores. It really depends. I agree there's a lot of dumb overpriced stuff out there, but well made, well fitted designer clothing really does make you look much better. Of course. You'll need to be fit to take advantage of that. Gift cards. Why lock someone into buying from one store while giving them less money than you spent on the card? Just give them the money itself. I'm a fan as gifts of them for things like fast food or places I wouldn't normally shop. It's like someone gave me permission to spend $20 at Taco Bell. If you give me a $20 bill, I'll save it and spend it on something practical like socks or part of a textbook, and then where's the gift in that? The Super Bowl. $6,000 for a ticket in the nosebleed section where you can barely see what's going on? When I can get field level coverage in the warmth and comfort of my home. Or a sports bar. With drinks and food for the entire game that cost less than one item at the game? Yes. Total waste. ATM fees. Thanks for letting me buy my own money. Ordering food at a restaurant and not finishing even though you liked it. Result, it goes to the garbage. Waste of food materials and money. Some people do it all the time and it gets on my nerves. Just take it with you if you can't eat it all. Pre-sliced or grated cheese. You can just do it yourself for cheaper. Yeah. But often they're the exact same price. Loans. So I take a loan to buy a car or whatever. Then I pay it off with interest. But it's bad to pay it off too early because then I won't get the maximum amount of credit score and my credibility will be hurt. So I gotta pay extra interest on that first loan to build enough credibility for a second higher loan with less interest. Yeah. That sounds like a hustle to me. Awards on Reddit. I cannot stress this enough. Don't waste your hard-earned money. Edit. First of all, kindly don't me to spam me with awards. If you're trying to be funny, haha, I guess. But if you are indeed feeling generous, consider donating money to a charity with a fixed goal. Secondly, very often, In the country I live in, people with good intentions donate their money to untrustworthy charities and their money ends up for a bad cause. So be vigilant. Thanks. Strip clubs. Like, you spend money for expensive drinks and to be sexually frustrated with no release. Why not just sit at home and watch porn? University, unless you know what job you want and that job requires a degree. Tuition fees in the UK are now UAQ 9. $250 per year. And the quality just doesn't reflect that in my opinion. Lol. UAQ 9. $250? College in the US is so FK'd it's like $40. 000 plus without aid. Apple products. I used my iPhone 6s for 4 years and it still runs fine. The investment was worth it for me. Lego. Now don't get me wrong. I used to love Lego. And I still like it. But it's become so incredibly expensive over the last few years. It's almost scandalous. They know that people will continue to buy their products. So they keep upping the price and lowering the piece count. It blows me away when people spend $1,000 in one go. Just to get a Millennium Falcon that sits on the shelf for the rest of its life. Lego was one of the coolest things in my childhood. And it saddens me that they have capitalized on people's love for the brand in a really cheap way. Food delivery apps like Uber Eats and DoorDash. A $13 meal is now $30 for convenience. Funerals. Choosing your want over your need. Dating apps. Algorithms and all that horse shit aside, you either have it or you don't. If you're a hot guy girl and go on and get matches, no amount of money can yield the same result to someone who isn't attractive. Me found this out the hard way. Pornhub Premium. I think brands like Gucci and stuff like that are a total waste of money. Don't get me wrong, but like spending thousands on clothes is just ridiculous. Rich people who buy them, for the most part, aren't stupid. They are aware they aren't literally worth the money in terms of quality. They are really high quality, but that isn't where the price comes from. It's a bragging right. A status symbol they are willing to pay for. Usually they are limited quantity. High-end branding is a rich person's game. Any article of clothing where you pay a premium for the privilege to advertise the manufacturer of the cloths. Paying a television license and in return getting the BBC. You don't have to do it. I don't watch the BBC at all. And I watch stuff on other channels via catch-up or streaming. I don't pay the TV license because I don't have to. A lot of disposable packaging for things you use many times a week. I'm thinking paper lunch bags or plastic Ziploc style sandwich bags. Yes, there are a few situations here and there where they make more sense. But 90% of the time it's such a waste. Half the shit at the grocery store, even the cheap stuff, comes in a container you can save and reuse. Like most of the Tupperware you'll find in an average American household is just the container the deli meat came in. And it's been that way since the zeros. Buying napkins. I always grab a stack full when getting fast food and hoard them for later use. Dad,